All right, so you know about the delay in Denver yesterday, but what you do not know is that after we got on the plane in Denver, the doors were locked. We were pushing back to leave, and well, they wouldn't let us leave. Stuck on a plane in Denver is today's story. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with a little bit of a cruise travel story time. Hopefully some entertainment that will help educate you when it comes to your travels. I tracked my luggage yesterday using Apple AirTags. I'm going to talk about that too, so if you're interested in tracking your luggage with AirTags, I'll show you how that worked. But you know the story from yesterday. Let me give you the synopsis of the day. Let me give you the summary, as it were. We left Tampa 7:30 a.m. We left our house. We live near Tampa, 45 minutes north of Tampa. We left at 7:30 yesterday. We finally put our bags in this hotel room here in Seattle at 10:35, I think it was, 10:35. Let's call it 10:30 just for sake of math. 10:30 p.m. in Seattle. And if you extrapolate the time change, that means we were traveling for 18 hours. And it's a good affirmation of why you should always bake a travel day into your cruising. That's what yesterday was for. It was long, it sucked, but yes, that's why you have the day before the cruise to come in, and you're not trying to travel the day of the cruise. For this West Coast trip, we would have liked to come in a couple days in advance and hung out and done some stuff. However, we found out way after we booked this cruise that our son would be having his graduation ceremony for his master's degree. And I just want to be a proud papa for a moment. Sadly, when our son Gregory graduated from college from Western Carolina, he was unable to have a ceremony because of COVID. And then he went on to the University of Florida. He became a Gator and did his master's degree. So he finished up 2 years of work there. And then finally, he was acknowledged in a ceremony on Friday night. And so even after the crazy busy week that we've had, couldn't miss that. And so our hopes of having multiple days in advance in Seattle kind of went the way of the graduation. And of course, the graduation is the right choice. It's amazing to see your kids do amazing things. And I'm super proud of all my kids, but it was definitely Gregory's night on Friday, and super proud of that kid. So there's that. But that set up the day that we had the next day. And so knowing that we only had the one shot, the one day to make the travel to Seattle, the way that we booked it was we made sure that we went to an airport that had multiple flights in case something went wrong with the first flight. Now, I didn't anticipate that we would have trouble with the second flight, but flight from Tampa was wonderful, and we got to Denver with plenty of time, about 3.5, 4 hours to catch our connecting flight. But as soon as we landed, we found out that it was going to be delayed. Now, finally, the airplane showed up, and what a moment! It was like seeing a newborn baby for the first time. Okay, maybe not that euphoric, but when I saw our plane, I was like, yes, we're getting on the plane. We were supposed to board that plane about 6:50, which was well over 2 hours past when we were supposed to get on it. And we were able to board around the 7 o'clock hour. And once they got everybody on board, it was probably like 7:15, 7:20. They locked the doors. We were getting ready to push back. And you hear somebody in the back of the plane going, "Hey, that's my luggage outside." And they'd already given the double ding-ding signal that all the luggage were on board. And he was pretty adamant that there was luggage outside that was his. Now, we were using the luggage tracker, and it looked like our luggage was on board, but more about that later. Here's a quick screenshot of the luggage tracker. So we're using Apple AirTags. You sync them to your Apple account, and then you just stick these AirTags. So we had 3 suitcases. We stuck them in the suitcases, and all throughout the day, we could see that they were on the plane. We could see that they were by the gate that we were at in Denver, and it did look like they were on the plane when we were getting ready to leave, but somebody on the plane recognized that their luggage was not on the plane. So the whole game changed when the guy started saying that his luggage was still outside. I'm going to tell you all about it, but first, I have to quickly invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes. So the interesting thing is when the guy in the back starts talking about his luggage not being on the airplane, the flight attendant comes up from the back and they inform everybody, and then everything just kind of shuts down. And we can see out the window on the side of the luggage a little formation of guys with clipboards and orange vests. They got together, they're having the convention like, well, is all the right luggage on there? And then all of a sudden, the captain comes on board and says, unlock the doors. So they unlock the doors, the captain's door comes open, and we spend another hour loading luggage. We sat on that plane for an hour and a half. I think we were on the plane at 7. We were still sitting on the tarmac at 8:30. And but eventually, everybody's luggage was on board, which I think that's the best thing. It's good that all the luggage were there. And even though the air tag showed that our luggage was on the plane, they could have just been next to the plane. Because when we got to the airport in Seattle, our luggage was like the first off the plane, making me think that they were the last on the plane. So I'm glad we went through all of this. But yeah, so an hour and a half to get everything loaded. We finally get in the air at 8:30. And then we fly over here. So yeah, I guess the big takeaway for all of this is make sure that you give yourself enough travel time. Big takeaway might be to use these luggage tags. I like it. My phone alerts me, like I dropped Jenny off with the luggage to go park the car yesterday, and as soon as I pulled away from my luggage, I got an alert on my phone that says you've left something behind. So the first use of the air tags, I find them to be pretty cool. I'll link what I got from Amazon down below. It is an affiliate link, so if you use the link, we get some benefit from it. But you can get them anywhere. We just happen to get them from Amazon. Yeah, I think the AirTags, I find them to be pretty cool to just know a little peace of mind, kind of where my luggage was. Jenny, is it time to start getting ready?
It is. It's cruise day.
There's the boss. I got my special juggling balls for the cruise. I got my Alaska hat for the cruise. I know last year some folks said I look like a burglar. Have you hit the like button? Like, if you don't hit the like button, your luggage won't make it on the plane, and nobody wants that. Tony for Lido. Until the next time, see you on the Lido.